Nursing College, Chennai, and she is talking about detailed study on microbial composition and health benefit of fermented fruit of different zones of India.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Neha Mary. I am a PhD research scholar in the Department of Biotechnology, Women's Christian College, Chennai. So today I will be presenting a part of my PhD project titled Detailed Study on the Microbial Composition and Health Benefits of Fermented Food of Different Zones of India. This focuses on understanding the microbial composition of various non-commercial fermented food of different zones of India and understanding its probiotic effects on human gut and overall health. The sample that I'll be talking about today is called Hetta. It's a fermented food from the state of Manipur, made of Indian flying barb fish and petioles of thyroid plants. The isolation of the microorganism was done following standard protocol using MRS agar, which promotes the growth of microorganisms associated with probiotic characteristics. Its antibacterial substance production was checked against a set of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria that are associated with causing various infections in humans, mostly food and waterborne pathogens. Gram-positive being Staphylococcus epidermis, Micrococcus luteus, gram-negative being Yersinia enteropolitica, Shigella flexneri, and Proteus vulgaris. The microorganism I isolated showed good results against all the five. The identification of the bacteria was performed using different sets of experiments. It was found to be gram-positive in nature, non-spore forming. A series of different biochemical tests were performed to understand the genus of the microorganism isolated, its potential to ferment different saccharides, sucrose, mannitol, glucose, arabinose, and trehalose was also done, and it was found and it showed positive results to ferment all the saccharides. 16S rRNA sequencing was done to understand and find out the species of the organism, and it was found to be Lactobacillus brevis strain LAP2. The multiple antibiotic resistance MAR index was checked against 7 standard antibiotics that are used to treat various human infections: streptomycin, kanamycin, nalidixic acid, rifampicin, chloramphenicol, gentamicin, and penicillin, and it showed resistance against nalidixic acid, and the MAR index value was calculated as 0.142. The characterization of cell-free neutralized supernatant was done. The organism was grown in the MRS broth culture, centrifuge at 2000 rpm, and the supernatant was collected, and its stability was checked. pH stability was checked at both acidic and alkaline medium, and it was found to be very stable against the similar set of indicator bacteria. The thermal stability was checked at 60, 100 and 121 degrees Celsius at 15 minutes, 30 minutes and 60 minutes, the control being the unheated sample, and it was found to be unstable at heated temperatures. Proteolytic enzyme activity was checked when the sample was treated with pepsin, and the pepsin in the medium was able to degrade the protein present in the microorganisms. A set of different experiments were performed to confirm its probiotic characteristics. These set of experiments were basically done to mimic the environment of our own gut flora. Cell viability at low pH, because our own gut flora is acidic in nature, and the cells were viable at 3, 4 and 5, showing that it was able to survive the acidic pH. Resistance to simulated gastric juice, and to mimic the gastric juice, I used pepsin, NaCl and dipotassium phosphate, and it showed resistance. Tolerance to bile was checked, and the bile salt used was sodium taurocolate, and the readings were taken at 600 nanometer. Proteolytic activity was checked using skim milk agar, which was given peptone and beef extract, and it showed that it was able to degrade the protease present in the skim milk agar. Its autoaggregation was checked, which shows that it will inhibit the growth of biofilm produced by human pathogens after infection. Hydrophobicity was checked, which confirms its binding efficacy to the epithelial cells of our intestines. Antioxidative properties were again checked against standard free radicals DPPH at 570 nanometers, and again with the hydrogen peroxide, which is also a free radical, and the standard used here is vitamin C. So the conclusion is that the study shows that the isolated bacteria Lactobacillus brevis can withstand the environment of the human gut, leading to its finding as a potential probiotic, and the antibiotic susceptibility pattern shows that it's safe to be consumed and can be used in the food industry. and it's a potential candidate for reducing the oxidative stress associated diseases in humans, which claims that it has anti-cancer properties as well. Thank you.
What is the identity of this bacteria?
Lactobacillus brevis.
Lactobacillus brevis. How did you identify it?
So 16 is RRBC medicine.
Your study is that you are actually comparing different thing or can show you like that.
So this is actually just a preliminary study. This is just a minor part of my PhD project. It's ongoing. So I am doing a comparative study, basically focusing on non-commercial fermented food. So I'm aiming to form a bioconjugation of proteins isolated from these microorganisms, because there are studies that shows that even when when probiotics are given to patients with immunocompromised conditions, they sometimes induce lactobacillus-induced bacteremia. So
This is the patient's study.
no, this is not. This is just done. Yeah, this is the preliminary study to make sure that this strain of bacteria is safe to consume and can be given to people. So the further studies are still ongoing.
Any question?
Does this bacteria present in curd?
I'm sure it is there, sir. This lactobacillus is, I have done work with curd, milk and few more fermented food, some commercial, some non-commercial, that I haven't mentioned in the work, because this one is complete, this is safe, so I presented this work.
But you also presented something with drug resistance.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Bacteria, the drug resistant, the antibiotic resistant.
It is
One.
only malolactic acid. So that shows that the pattern shows that it can be used in the food industry as
But
well.
resistance to other antibiotics. It has resistance to other antibiotics.
It has resistance only to malolactic acid, sir.
Okay, not for other
No,
antibiotics.
it is, the S means susceptible.
Okay.
Susceptible,
I
yes.
thought for other antibiotics.
No, it's still sensitive towards others.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank everyone, all the participants, the chairpersons of the day for your kind cooperation, and we'll be ready with the results, I think, in the valedictory session. So we now break for tea, and thank you everyone once again for